Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 49 of the Frisky Whiskey. I know what's wrong. You know what's wrong.
The struggle's been real. Keep going, man.
All right. In this episode, all right, so I have a surprise for me from Mike because he's not telling me what the third whiskey is. But you can see that we got two pretty solid players here. So we got an Bourbon Distillers, Black Maple Hill. And then we got my vault pick, which if you're following us on Instagram, I posted a little teaser of that a couple days ago. So that's the Old Forester 1924
That's
10-year.
the ABC vault. We'll talk about that during the show.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Very cool.
And then some mystery bottle that I have no idea about. But there's also been a lot that's been going on.
Kill me to find out what's in
It's been 2 weeks since we had our last.
Okay. Yeah, things are going on. Busy right now.
Mike
D's we're researching a lot of whiskey.
Yeah, that's what
we're
doing.
I got an underground distiller.
Yeah, Mike D's been moving and shaking.
The earth.
Wow.
Literally.
I mean, in a way.
But what number episode is this?
This is 49.
Number 49.
I know.
We're getting that 50 range.
Ooh, I know. Next week's actually a really big episode, which I'll bring up at the end of the episode. I will bring up at the end of the episode.
I didn't realize 50 is coming up, but that might still be a problem. We'll talk later.
Yeah.
Outside these things.
But I will actually bring up what the episode's going to be about next week because I think everyone's going to be excited about it.
Yeah, it's got to be kind of cool.
It's going to be cool.
Yeah, it's just I may not be able to be there for the cool thing, but we'll find out.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Maybe we'll just dial you.
No, I don't know.
We'll dial you in.
We'll
dial you in.
Maybe I could come in my phone.
Yeah, we'll just dial you in.
Yeah. We hope I might be holding a baby. I'm sorry.
That's weird.
Yeah, I know.
Just swinging out of a bottle of whiskey holding the baby.
Squeeze a little milk in there real quick, a little formula. The vanilla and the... It's Infamil. It's a good one. Anyway, we're going to find. So we got some good whiskeys. I'm excited about it. And the third bottle is something, well...
It's a special one, apparently.
It's something, and I want it to be a surprise.
Or it's not special, and it's just going to be a disappointment. He's going to pull it out and be like, "Oh my god!" And I'd be like, "Dude, I saw that for like $30."
Yeah, right. You bought that?
You'd be like, "Fuck!"
All right, but let's get going here, man. So I think we'll start with. Yeah. I think so. So based off what I understand for the pricing here, we're going to go up the level of the price scale. So we're going to start here.
Yep.
Now I was at Total Wine.
Yep.
And this is normally $100, $99.
Okay.
And it's called Black Maple Hill, which is part of the Oregon Distillers.
The Bourbon Distillers, yeah.
Bourbon Distillers. And this is one of their more rarer ones, ones that don't pop out as much.
Yeah, it's supposed to be one that's a little bit hard to come by. And generally the price is between $75 and like $150.
Right, depending which. So now, but this was on sale.
Which is awesome.
At Total Wine. Mm-hmm. And actually, I got the last bottle.
There you go.
Yeah, actually, I did get the last bottle. That was kind of what also motivated me to grab it because I saw there was one left for $69.99. So that's $30 off.
That's a good price. Yeah.
That's a good price.
That's even under the low end of what you can find it for.
Yeah. So I'm excited because I always wanted to try it. It's called my name multiple times.
So you just keep seeing it.
Yeah, and it's like Mike D, over here, Mike D, and then because there's always something else that calls my name too in that row, and then it was screaming at me like, "Yo." Like, seriously, dude, 69, you're not going to buy me for 69? Like,
it really? Actually kicked one of the other ones out of the way, so it was the last one.
Dropped, it splattered everywhere. It was like... No, but I'm excited to try this. So we're going to dive into this one first.
Yeah, let's do it.
You looked it up real quick. So if you don't mind, maybe you just talk about that one while I try and open this.
Sure.
My bad arm right now, which is all messed up.
You have bad arm again? Oh, well. So,
I'll talk about that.
Black Maple Hill is a bourbon whiskey made by the Oregon Bourbon Distillers. It's a craft whiskey that's aged for a minimum of 4 years, so that's the minimum, with some older varieties mixed in. Black Maple Hill bottlings are particularly sought after and near impossible to acquire. So I'm going to wait on the tasting profile because it can go one of two ways. So either it's going to be kind of fresh and a little bit sweet, with like a clean, or it's going to get a little bit spicy.
Spicy.
And get a little bit more of the depth of caramelized fruits and things like that.
Okay.
So
All right.
I'll wait to see where we end up on the palate there. So I guess it kind of, because it is craft, you never know.
You used earthy before, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah, so this one,
Definitely earthy.
It can go one of two ways. So it's either going to be fresh, fruity, sweet nose, and a clean palate with a short, sweet finish. Or if we get a different like of the craft, right, it can go towards a dark amber color, spicy, peppery flavor with hints of maple syrup and caramelized fruit.
Okay.
That is very earthy.
Yeah.
Holy moly. That's interesting. It's almost like you can smell the grain.
Yeah. That earth is really taking over. There's a hints of other things behind it, but like the earth is so taking over.
Yeah, give it a crack. See what you think it is.
Let me just clear my palate.
Actually,
So I got some stories to talk about, some golf stories and other stories, but for you, well, we'll talk. I guess we'll talk about when we do your bottle. We'll talk about ABC then. But you went in.
I did. So to me, this is definitely
Wow, that's actually really
spicy,
good.
pepper. Wow. There's maple syrup and that caramelized stuff. Yeah.
Like the earthiness is only in the scent.
Yeah.
That flavor is like really good. Like that's amazing.
That's a really good whiskey.
Yeah, that's a very good whiskey for definitely for $69.99. You know, for $100, I think I'd be happy with this too. I mean, if I'm a collector, I think if you're an enthusiast, you get this.
Oh yeah, this is something that you know, because it may be a bit harder to come by. It might be something that sits on your shelf for a little bit, and when you want something interesting.
Yeah. Oh, this is tasty. Like I would not make a drink with this.
It's really weird that like I keep getting drawn to the smell because it does have that grain. It smells.
Actually, I would make a chocolate Manhattan with that. You know, with the chocolate bitters. I think with that maple, that flavor would go good with that. But although in general, I would only drink this. I haven't tried it nice yet. I would only not make a cocktail. This is tasty. I like this. I'm glad I got this.
I'm actually interested to know how
Flavors
like,
taste good.
well, not necessarily flavors, because I think the flavors are they're so predominant. I don't know if ice is going to change it. I'm wondering what the nose is going to do.
Yeah.
Because again, you can smell that grain.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can definitely smell that. It's really good though. That flavor is
tasty.
spot on.
Yeah, I don't know. I like this, man. This is a good.
It's deep and it lasts a long time too. That finish isn't like short.
It doesn't go away. That heat stays too behind you.
Yeah.
It's slowly going
Yeah,
down.
I'm feeling it still
Yeah,
like
slow
slowly
going down. Yeah. That must be the maple syrup, like you know.
It was spiked maple syrup.
So I got a golf story.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So I'm part of a golf group.
Yep.
And we are we're doing a March Madness, which is kind of
Okay.
cool. We're doing an actually 16-man tournament.
Okay.
Winner goes to the next round, goes next in the final
Yeah,
four, and then the final four. The guys who lose in the final four play for a third place prize.
Okay.
It's kind of cool. But anyway, so we're playing in our golf match, and I haven't played. I didn't have a good year last year. In golf.
Yeah.
That wasn't my best year. Maybe because I was sick in the beginning of the year. I thought I lost some distance.
Well, you were sick like the entire year.
Yeah, but I mean, the very beginning was really tough. And I think I lost distance because I was a solid long ball hitter at the time. Within my group, I was a long ball hitter. So last Sunday, I'm playing the best round I've played in a while.
Yeah.
I saw me, bombing drives, had a 40 in the front nine.
That's awesome.
Right.
That's a really good start.
Right, good. And within that group, I knew what I was doing. I was very in it to win it at that point. 10th hole is a long drive hole. Bombed it again. With under 30 yards to the green.
That's awesome.
Now, it's a short hole, but under 30 yards to the green. So when I get that close to the green, I don't want to know the distance.
Yeah.
So I just asked the guy, we didn't tape it off either. I just asked when we pulled up to the cart, the thing, they said it was under 30 yards. So we have a flag for our group for a long drive, right?
Like,
and we're the first
does
group
it just say long drive on it? Or
Yes.
Okay.
And now we're the first group out. So so I put the flag down for my drive is, and it says long drive and has a middle finger on it. And a piece of paper in the back, and we have a pencil tied to it. So I write my name on it. So now I'm up, we're on the green, we hit the ball in the green. We're watching the guys in front of us because they were playing slow. We couldn't figure out what they were doing, one of those things. All of a sudden, the guy looks at me and goes, "Hey, man, there goes our long drive flag." Some guy in a golf cart, right, with a bag, looks like a single, is taking off with our flag. And I'm like, what the hell, man? So, it was like he stole $1 million. Honestly. I must have, channeled some inner Mike D back in the day when I played racquetball and sports and football that whoosh, they said I flew by everybody. I chased this guy down. And James is running behind me. My friend James is running behind me. And we get to the guy, and we're throwing out every obscenity you can think of in combinations of them. stupid mofo, blah, 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 blah. And I'm yelling at the guy, and we're screaming at him, why would you pull the flag out? What is wrong with you? Why would you do that? And now at this point, we think it's the way the holes were set up. You would think there was a guy coming off number 16. He drove, grabbed it, he was going towards 17 to go tee off. So we get him, and then he's like, I don't know, stuttering. I think he was so surprised that we had him cornered at one point, even though he's in a cart, and we're screaming at the guy. And then he's like, "Oh, I never saw that on a course, on my course." I go, "Oh, it's your course, asshole, motherfucker." He's, "I'm the assistant manager." I go, "No, please don't tell me you're the assistant manager. You can't be that stupid then." And then I went off on him about that. I'm like, "You're the guy who has to think, and you're the guy who goes and drives and takes the flag out of the ground, not looking at us and asking us even if it was ours to begin with. We're less than 30 yards from you."
That sucks.
I'm like, "Give me the fucking flag." I'm sorry, give me the flag back, right? And he's like, and he drives away. I'll put it back. No, just give me. Now we have to chase him again. So now we're running back, and he puts it nowhere near where it was, 30 yards away from where it was.
He just picked a spot.
And he's like, "You guys got to calm down. Why would you pick it up?" We're screaming, "Why would you pick it up?" I think he pissed himself because me and James were really angry at this point. Yeah. We put the flag down, and look, because no one came close to me, because ultimately some guy beat me by 15 yards later. So I asked him in my group. Sorry, I didn't mean curse. Big dog, you're a jerk. That's the name of the guy's name in my group. So I ended up losing, but nonetheless, the guy picked it up. Why would you do that?
That's rude.
It wasn't it was something odd. It wasn't a weird thing. It said long drive. Mm-hmm. You work at a golf course. You have an outing going on with 16 guys. You don't know. Let's look at, hey guys, is this here when you got here? Is this yours? Yeah, don't touch it. So then for 2 holes, because I think I ran so much.
Yeah,
and I was angry.
Yourself. You killed yourself at that point.
For 2 holes, I was exhausted and out of my mind at that point. Because you know how I get, man, on a golf course. I'm very fragile mentally.
Yeah, it's a big swing.
Yeah, oh yeah. It goes from normal to haywire. Very.
Just suddenly he's talking to himself. Yes. And the voice is in his head.
Yes. Oh yeah. So I hate them. All of them. Those guys. All of them. They're crazy. So for 2 holes, I couldn't play golf. Then I put it back together and played good golf. I came in 4th place.
That's not terrible. You're still in it.
Yeah, I was still in it. But I wasn't in for the money anymore. But I did win the closest to the pin, so that was good.
That's good.
So I won $25.
What's the longest drive win?
Oh, it was a big pot this week. It was $50.
Oh,
yeah, that's why I was upset when he took it. I'm like, and I haven't planted a flag all year last year. I'm like, you just took my flag.
maybe that's what it was. Is you finally got a flag?
Yes.
And you're finally.
It was he took $1 million from me. When I saw it, it was slow motion too. It was it was like a Muppet. It was like a Muppet running. You know what I mean? It's just why is he taking our flag?
And you see the flag flying in the breeze.
Yeah, you're why is he taking our flag? What is wrong with this human being? Why would he just drives onto a fairway?
Yeah, all nonchalant. This is my flag now.
Right. So here's the funny thing at the end. Here's a good ending to this whole story. So we're done playing golf. We pull up to where the cart guys are. And we're like, yeah, it was a good day, except for this idiot who works here, your assistant manager. Apparently he's an idiot, doesn't know what he's doing, never played golf before, and he picked up a long drive flag. And the guy goes, I don't know anything about that, but the guy did come back upset and left early. Because I think he was truly scared of me and James, probably more of me at that very moment in time. I was
chasing him down,
If I have to run after you, if I physically have to run, if this body has to chase you, I'm going to want to hurt you or at least tackle you and lay on top of you while I die.
There's going to be consequences.
I got you. You're not going anywhere. I can't hit you, though. I got nowhere straight, but you're not going anywhere. Say you're sorry and I'll get up. All right, I'm done. All right. Let's go to ice. All right, I've had enough. So there's my rant about my golf.
Oh, my God, that's awesome.
Yeah, so played it in and played bad, played weird. I'm using a new putter. Not a new putter, but an old new putter.
Old new. Oh, new to you.
New to me.
Old to new.
I haven't used it in 10 years.
No, it's
a mallet putter like you got.
Kind of like a new to you.
I putted decently with it. I called it a practice round, so my heart was not fully into it the right way. All right, so let's go into this with ice now.
Around the same. This is actually really good. I'm still tasting the caramelized fruits.
The earthy's there, but the earthy is less earthy, but still very overpowering.
So we're still getting a lot of that grain.
Yeah, the grain very more grainy than earthy.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's
more
sweet.
Grainy than earthy. Yes, it's getting more sweet.
That's that corn, corn 100% right there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pleasant. I mean, it's still really pleasant. I don't mind that at all.
This I'd bring to a bottle event,
Yeah. It's unique. Man, I really like that smell. Even when it was just straight earthiness.
But you know what's, this is funny. The earthy is coming out with the ice.
It is. Wow.
I would never have thought that. It's actually that yeah, I would have thought it would have been reversed.
Yeah.
But like when there was no earthy in the flavor of neat, there's earth with ice.
Yeah, you definitely you're tasting the grain itself. And then it's like not as peppery at all, but that level sticks with you.
Yes.
So that same level, like that, whatever it is
The
now.
spicy
a little
goes down
bit,
big time too.
But it's sticking with you
Yeah.
still.
Yeah, but it's not nearly as spicy as it was before.
And then the caramelized fruit's still there at the end.
Yeah.
This is really, I mean, it's solid on ice, but honestly, I prefer it neat.
Yeah. No, this is better neat. This is a nice after dinner neat with a cigar.
Yeah.
Which we got some good cigars for tonight's after dinner, after show cigar drink.
Shenanigans.
So there's a place in Lake Worth, which I can't remember the name of the place right now, and forgive me because I've been there years ago, before COVID, but it was just kind of far away from me. In the Gardens, he's in Lake Worth. Well, he's a guy who has a cigar place. A very interesting dude. Very interesting. I got to know him a little bit. I think I told you about him years ago.
Yeah, it was definitely like you tried to take me to like go and visit too.
Yes.
But it was always like an inconvenient drive because I was in Jupiter.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just that little bit away.
Or maybe in Port St. Lucie at that point.
No, I was in Jupiter.
Still,
Yeah.
it was a far drive for me too. But he comes from a generation of cigar rollers, Cuban, and his dad had brought seeds when he came over during the Great Revolution, if you will. And he has a farm out in Miami, and he grows his own tobacco and he rolls his own cigars.
It's a good little business.
So he doesn't. You can't walk in there. You're not going to find like an acid. You're not going to find a Maduro. You're not going to find it. But he has his own styles, and one of them are called cigarettos, which I brought, which are nice thin. Well, not
They
super
look
long,
pretty too,
and they're nice looking, but they're hand rolled. And his other hand rolls are kind of cool too. They're good. But what he does, which is kind of cool, is you can get a bottle, which I wouldn't do. It's too expensive. But you get a bottle, give it to him. He'll soak the wraps in your whiskey.
That's badass. Yeah.
Roll them and then age them and dry
And you
them.
should 100% like find the name of that or remember the name of it.
Yeah, I gotta get the
It'd
name
be
of it.
worth like mentioning that on the show for anybody who
We'll
likes cigars.
hit it up on Instagram. I'll get the name of the place and I'll take a picture of a cigar.
Okay.
So I just can't remember the name of the place right now. But cool guy, really cool guy. Interesting guy, very interesting if you get to know him. I got to know him a little bit when I was going back for because I was forcing it to happen. And this is like when my daughter was a little bit too young for me to force something like that. I can do it now. I can probably force things to happen now more.
Yeah.
Not as much now, but back then. So it was just too far, but I see him like every once in a while, and I usually pick up every time there's that street painting festival in Lake Worth is when I'll go down because he always has a thing outside.
Okay, so that's where you grab these from. Then.
I grabbed a stack of them. It was a pack for it's like $40. And you get like 30 cigars or something like that.
Dang.
Yeah.
All hand rolled and everything.
All hand rolled. Yeah.
Tobacco grown right here in the great state of Florida.
You know, it's funny when I was there doing a show. There was a guy sitting on his patio and he was smoking like I think a My Father cigar. The guy walked out. He goes, "Can't smoke down here, man, because this is my cigars only, man. You're ruining smell." Like I knew he came out. He smelled that cigar. He came out like a bloodhound. What are you doing here, man? No, can you just go over there and smoke that cigar? You're more than welcome to buy one of my cigars and sit here, but you got to go.
Was it like the dude's like house?
No, it's a building. But it was where the street painting. He's on the same street as that street painting festival. He's on the end.
Well, then he should have just hooked the guy up with a cigar and been like, "Throw that out." And just,
you know what? I think he knew the guy, and I think he was like, "What are you doing? Like, get off, go,
get off my street."
Yeah. And now he's actually opening up a cigar bar, and I think a little whiskey bar on the other side on this. Like, so he's on Lucerne and there's Lake Avenue.
Yep.
So Lucerne's the one that's going west. That's where his place is now, but he's opening up a cigar bar on the lake side.
Okay.
Going towards going east.
Good for him, man.
So they had guys giving out cigars there as well, but he's still building the place out. So he's growing, which is good. So good man,
awesome.
good guy. And
I like that.
I think we're going to bring a bottle to him and get a.
I think it would be worth it.
Yeah.
Like, why not? Now the question is what bottle?
So if I remember what I did when I did it, I'm really trying to remember because I was a Scotch guy.
So now Rob, he mentioned doing bullet.
Yeah.
Now would we do rye or bourbon?
I'll do bourbon. It's the sweetness. Yeah.
So I'm kind of thinking like, if we both threw $30 down and just got a nice bottle for it.
Like, but a nice bottle of what?
I don't know.
It's good flavor.
Like something that's like not super cheap, but also like in that middle range.
Right.
You know?
I think the flavor
But if
profile.
we both threw $30 into it, then it's just like you're buying like a bottle of
you
bullet.
get like 24 cigars.
Yeah.
It's well worth it. It's well worth the whole process. So if I remember correctly, when I did, it was like $150 total.
That's not bad.
No. No, it really wasn't because they were good cigars.
Yeah.
And the guy, they were good. So
What whiskey would we do?
I don't know. Here, call. The lines are open. People give us a call. Tell me what you think.
We're doing this live.
Hey, Rob from Tacoma, Iowa, or whatever. Walla Walla, Washington.
I've been there.
Right, I've been there. It's a real place.
It is.
It's not just Bugs Bunny, man. All right, I think we move on to Doctor.
Yes, the doctor's in the house.
Doctor.
I'm actually really excited. So, as we're cleaning this up, so I finally got my chance at the vault pick for ABC, which is awesome.
Yeah, maybe explain that to the listeners in case some people don't have an ABC or don't understand what ABC you could do with ABC.
So actually, out of all of the kind of packies, I think around us, so like we have Total Wine, but they're like for you to get to like their Grand Master or whatever that is over there.
You gotta give him like a kidney or something.
It's like $5,000 or $2,500, something like that.
You gotta give him a kidney. You gotta give him a kidney.
But ABC's $500.
Yeah,
in a year.
That's why a pinky.
Yeah, so they it's not expensive at all.
Pinky for $500.
But what you have to do, right? You sign up with your email, your phone number, all that stuff. Every time you go, make sure that you do that. If you're ordering online, make sure you log in before you do that. But basically, if within the calendar year you spend your $500, you get entered into the potential for getting a vault.
Okay.
So now, I'd gotten my gold, key as they call it. It's gold key. They have bronze, silver, and gold. And I was like, hey, I'm not getting any vault stuff. Like, and Steve, he had like 3.
Right.
And I was like, what the hell?
Well, Steve finds like all these crazy buys out of nowhere. So Steve's like some kind of weird thing.
He's like a savant.
He's got some power.
Yeah, he's like a savant of the bourbon world.
He's like a sorcerer or something.
It's
he's
weird.
He's a warlock.
There you go. He summons the whiskey.
Right.
But like, Steve was getting them and other people were getting them. And I was like, how come I'm not getting them? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to call them. So I called and it was leave a voicemail. So I was like, I'm just going to do the online form. Anyways, they got back to me like a couple days later saying like, yeah, you're enrolled. Everything's fine. And I was like, perfect. 2 weeks go by. I finally get the invite to the vault.
I got to do the same thing because I'm a gold member.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was awesome.
Thank you.
The selections in there, they ranged from like pretty solid whiskeys. I mean, they obviously have your like Blanton Golds and stuff like that. I really wanted the Michter's Toasted Barrel.
Okay.
Because I've been really curious about that one.
So you're chasing that bottle.
That is something that I'm chasing at the moment. This one you can find online for $115, which is its going price.
Okay.
At ABC, I ended up spending $124 on it.
But you had access to it.
But I had access to it.
Okay.
Now I don't feel so bad about that price because it's $9 more.
Yeah, that's not.
And if I ordered it online,
that's not.
well, if you order it online, it's like shipping and then bottles stuff. So you end up spending like an extra like $30 anyways.
So you're like $300 in the hole.
Yeah, for one bottle. So it's like I'd rather I don't feel so bad about it. Now I'm not entirely sure on the flavors on this particular one. I didn't like look it up or anything.
This is a cool bottle, by the way. This bottle is awesome, right? It's got the purple thing on it.
Yeah.
Something about purple in whiskey, like the purple top Willets. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, yeah.
So this is kind of just a 1924 Oswelly. Did you read this before?
No.
Oh yeah, you read it. Sarah Bottle, read that. It's actually kind of cool. Read that out loud. It's kind of cool.
Owsley.
Owsley?
In 1924, Owsley Brown took barrels of whiskey with different mash bills to a warehouse on Howard Street in Louisville, Kentucky, and bottled them as Old Forester. This 10-year-old expression honors the 100th anniversary of this occasion.
That's cool.
It is cool.
Yeah.
So I do know that this bottle, or like the 1924, is limited release every year. They do a limited release. So not crazy expensive. You can get them for like I said, $115.
Yeah. Oh, this is a very nice bottle. I love bottles. And this is 100 proof. 100 proof?
It's 100 proof.
Okay. Let's see here. So distilled by us only. We are responsible for this richness and fine quality, its elegant flavor, and solely due to the original fitness development.
Fitness?
Yeah.
Finesse?
Finesse. Sorry. Finesse.
I'm going to fin this bottle.
It's blurred. Honestly,
I'm going to fin this bottle.
It's blurry, man. Like, my eyes are getting bad. Like, it's actually, this whole bottle's blurry to me. This is scaring me now. Because before I couldn't see far away. I think my eyes are getting worse, man.
Oh, my goodness. All right, come on. Let's pour it. So our aroma should be soft notes of fudge, cocoa, marzipan, and cured tobacco layered over hints of rich oak and warm cinnamon.
And notes of maritime iodine.
Now, this one, depending on if this flavor is actually true,
Wow, this is nice and
make
dark.
sure to clean your palate.
Oh, yeah, this is nice and dark.
Ooh, that's an interesting smell.
That's nice and dark.
Ooh, that is marzipan.
Well, we kind of sniffed it before. If that makes any sense.
Well, in the bottle, it's different once you
that's
get it
definitely
out.
Oh, wow.
It's different once you get it out
It
of the
is
bottle.
breathing a little bit more in there. Yeah. Oh, that's good.
So if it does live up though to its taste,
Yeah.
this one would probably make a really good chocolate.
Yeah.
So it's chocolate covered graham cracker dusted with cinnamon is the flavor.
Chocolate covered graham cracker dusted with cinnamon.
They're not as
That
ridiculous
sounds like
as
something I
scotches,
want to
but
get like at a chocolate shop. That sounds
Right.
awesome.
man, that smell is so good.
Well, you going in? Yeah, you go in first. What do you got there? What's going on? Feel good? Feel good? Look at him. Oh, look at him.
Oh my God.
Oh, he's having whiskey orgasm, people.
I am.
Watch this on RedTube.
That dude, taste it.
All right, here I go.
That is so good.
There you go.
That is so freaking good. That is so freaking good.
Wow.
My mouth is watering. That is damn good.
That cocoa, that flavor's there. That chocolate's there. This would make a great chocolate Manhattan. Even a chocolate old fashioned.
Goodness, man.
I have a recipe for a chocolate old fashioned. Oh, that is delicious. You know, I feel like I'm eating those almonds that you can't eat. That has the cocoa dusted. Emerald Nuts make them. They're cocoa dusted almonds. They're really good.
I can eat almonds, but I just
I almost killed you like 2 weeks ago.
yeah, but that was with peanuts.
Well, you know I'm buying an EpiPen.
Just in case.
You're in my house way too much, man. You die in my house. What are you going to do to my kid? Oh, my God. You know the ramifications that would be for years? Are you kidding?
She'd never trust you again.
Yeah, right. You're her BFF. She'd totally blame me. She blames me for everything now as it is. God forbid someone dies in a house.
killed
It's my
T.I.
fault, right? Did you order the food, Dad? Yeah, you killed him.
But seriously, this is hands down. I think this is now my favorite whiskey.
I'm going to have to seek a bottle out.
That is so
That's amazing.
effing good. Like that is.
I don't even want to put ice on that.
Me either. I will fill it up again without ice. I don't want to try with ice.
Huh?
I don't want to ruin it.
If anything, I want to drop a little bit of water in there. Do you have that dropper somewhere?
Not close by. I wasn't expecting that.
I know what I'll do. I know what I'll do.
Just a little drop.
Yeah, let's put a little pour in there. I want to introduce something to it. I got to introduce something to it. But this is real, like compare. Well, I mean, look, we're going from rye to a bourbon too, so I mean, it's kind of hard to compare the two.
No, this is just. I mean, it's not even.
fair.
It's not even.
Now,
different.
what we can do definitely with what's
thing,
coming out next, you could boom. We could do a little battle here.
Between so it's a bourbon. If we can't battle a rye and a bourbon, we can only battle a bourbon and a bourbon.
But you could battle this. I know. But wait till you see, baby. I'm gonna treat you right tonight. Gonna take you.
Now
right
I'm just terrified.
I'm gonna take you right to the top, baby.
And that's the end of the episode. Everybody, talk to you later.
Oh, so I got another story to tell. So I had an altercation with somebody in a parking lot at Home Depot today.
Oh,
So I go to Home Depot after playing golf, and I'm doing this thing. I'm doing a little project at my house. I want to try and grow pumpkins. All right. So I went there to pick up some dirt because as a kid I played with dirt, but when I became an adult, I buy dirt. Then I play with it. So it's a much different situation.
you get the best dirt. For
I get good dirt, man.
It's no kitty litter box dirt.
Oh, no.
This is quality.
Oh, it's quality. Miracle Grow was on sale dirt, and then I picked up a little compost manure mixed dirt. Oh man,
You're playing the real stuff.
Oh yeah. So I park, right? So I pull in, and then like this guy pulls in like I think it was like an Infinity, right? Old guy pulls in really close to me, and I was doing something on my phone. I was like, oh man, So I get out of my car, and I had to watch me not hitting his car, and like he's like inside the paint, inside the box, if you will, and I'm like perfectly in the middle.
Yeah, that's as it should be.
Yes,
In the middle.
this is important. So I get out of the car, and the old guy looks at me and goes, you better hope I don't hit your car. I go, what? You better hope I don't hit your car. I go, what are you trying to say? Well, you're really close to me. I go, you pulled in after me. And I look over, I go, your tires are inside the box. You have plenty of room once you readjust. But what do you mean by you're going to hit my... And he was like, well, like I said. I go, well, then... I go, my car's a piece of shit.
It's rude.
Yeah. I said, my car's a piece of shit. Go ahead and hit it. I'm buying a new car in a couple weeks, by the way. My car's a piece... Go ahead and hit it. Go ahead. I want to watch you hit it.
Do it.
I know. I want to watch you hit it. He was staring at me. And I'm like, once again, I'm a foot within both of those. You're inside the box.
Yeah.
Like, just readjust your car. He's just staring at me. I go, seriously, but why'd you even talk to me?
Because...
I just went inside, bought my drink, came back out. I looked to make sure he hit my car.
Did he hit it? No.
If I hit his car getting out, he could hit my car. I don't know why he had to talk to me.
I don't know.
It was just like why you parked like that and then you talk smack to me. I was yelling. I was yelling at the guy, but I was being very clear with him. Like you're inside the box.
I think that's one of those things. If you're ever going to be a person out there that sets up the scenario where you're the asshole, don't talk to the other person.
Right.
just let it happen because the other person's going to be like inconvenient, but I'm going to move on with my life.
They probably called their grandson. This guy was threatening me in the store. He was yelling at me while I was parked in a box. Oh, what box?
He just kept saying box.
There's no box anywhere. There's no boxes.
And that's the power of the Home Depot.
I just wanted some dirt, man. Crazy out there. It's crazy, man. The struggle is real across the board. Don't matter who struggles you're on.
Actually, you're speaking of Home Depot reminds me, and it's only because these people, these friends of mine, these friends of
Not
mine,
my people, your people.
They work on their house, but they also just got married.
Oh, those people, yes.
Yeah, so last
Who
Sunday,
you went to Iceland with, the whole thing. Yeah.
So last
Congratulations,
Sunday,
man.
Yeah, so last Sunday, my friends Garrett and Amelia got married. They finally
Congratulations.
tied the knot.
I wish them best of luck.
It's awesome, yeah. So it was cool. I got to be a groomsman.
Nice.
I got to party and do all the shenanigans leading up to it. Heck, I had to.
They put you in a suit?
Yes. Yeah. I look weird in a suit.
Yeah, I'll show you.
But I make it look all right.
Yeah, you put lipstick on a pig, you make it look good. Keep going.
You're not wrong.
Sweet.
I don't have a pretty mouth.
Not going to
Stranger danger.
There were no
Stranger
banjos
danger.
playing in the background.
Stranger danger.
This is scarily delicious. Mm-hmm. All right. So
no, there was a reason why.
Put your thing down. Give you a little more. It's okay.
I'm not done yet.
It's okay. Well, it's okay. Because we got to move on to the next one too.
I know.
We're on the clock. We're on the clock here.
We're not on the clock.
No. There you go.
Don't jip me out of my own whiskeys, dude. You're like only a little bit for you.
Well, I'm not going home with it, so I'm gonna have more of a. Can you hand me the water, please?
Absolutely not. Here you go. All right.
I'm gonna do this very carefully. Shh, don't. Any silence? Silence, like a golf tournament. Silence. Shh. No. Seriously. This is boring. I don't want to ruin this. Come on.
Just like, don't get nervous now. Oh, that might have been too much.
No, that's fine.
You sure?
Yep.
Anyways, so actually, another funny story. Do you want to tell the?
Not bad with a little bit of water. I would suggest trying it since you should have an experience. You're going to have plenty of time to do what you want to do with the bottle by yourself. Okay. Throw a little drop of water. Just trust me. It does open up something.
Can I get halfway through it and then do it?
Damn. All right. Do what you got to do, man.
I like it too much.
Yeah, this is really good.
It's a ridiculous.
All right. So what story do we want to talk about here?
I was going to ask if you wanted to share the one about the bag that we found up in Orlando from the vending machine. Because it is a funny story.
We have pictures. We should actually post that bag.
It's really funny.
Okay, so actually,
I think we did actually talk about finding that in the vending
you know what I'm
machine.
upset about? I didn't buy
there.
like 2 or 3 of them.
Dude, they're perfect.
After what I saw what's inside of the bag,
it's perfect. You
honestly,
hand them to people. You could have handed one to that old dude.
Oh my god, yeah. You know what you need?
No, you were like, sir, it's okay. Here.
And you know what's funny? Who I gave the bag to,
who it was intended for,
told me today. You know, my son saw that on my thing, and he asked me, "Dad, where'd you get a bag of?" Evelyn saw the picture. She was like, "Dad, what was in that bag of?" So we're actually.
Yeah, it's a bag of dicks.
It was a bag of dicks. So we were in Orlando.
Yeah.
Doing the Olympic marathon trials, hanging out, bar hopping.
And someone apparently stole Mike D's flag, so he participated for at least half of the marathon.
Yeah.
That's how we get you to participate in the marathon.
Representing the country of Frisky Whiskey, the state of Frisky Whiskey. Now
I just picture that you're like, motherfucker, come back with my flag.
you said, oh yeah, right. A quarter marathon, probably a quarter at sprint level.
Okay.
Anyway, keep on.
Anyway, so yeah, we were up there for that. And I'm pretty sure we talked about this story, but we were in the poorhouse in Orlando, right?
Yes.
And I look over as we're getting ready to leave, and I just start laughing. And you were like, "What are you laughing about?" And I just look at the vending machine, and like in the vending machine, there's all these different like things, like bags, and they're like kind of gimmicky.
CBD gummies or they're candies actually, not gummies, they're candies.
So,
CBD candies.
But one of them was just it was called a bag of dicks.
Yeah.
And immediately I thought of our friend Eben.
Yes.
Like I was like, you got to get that.
Yes. And what I'm upset about is not knowing what I did not know then. I should have bought like 4 of them.
Well,
I should. It was. I think I spent like $20 for that bag, or maybe 25. I don't care how much it was. What was inside that bag was
Worth it.
priceless.
I think it's like $10 for the thing.
no.
Oh, was it more than that?
Oh yeah. It was
Oh, dang.
It was like it's CBD. So it was like
Okay,
20.
that's
I think it was like 20. So I bought a bag of dicks, and we've been waiting to play with Evan, and Evan played golf last Sunday in my group, and Evan had a bad day. He had 3-4 putts that day, which is unheard of. So the guy's coming. He goes, "Man, you have that bag of dicks?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Go get it for him." So we give it to him. So we opened a bag of dicks. What was inside was epic, in my opinion. So it comes with a sticker that says "I love Dick."
Yep.
Perfect. Has a button that says something about like Dick is my favorite.
Yeah.
It has a bag of candies, which are CBD candies. It has a which I kept. I took this home. Oh, I should have brought it for you tonight.
The Dick Slinky.
No. Yes, it's a Dick Slinky keychain. I gotta bring it, dude.
I didn't know it was a keychain.
Oh, it's a keychain. And like, I love you, Evan. I play golf with you today. I love you like a brother from a mother I don't like. But, you got a little moody about the whole what was inside the bag. We didn't keep everything. I'm like, dude, bring it out to your wife. She's gonna love it. So that's why I took home the penis, slinky penis. And like what I did to my wife with that thing was fucking hilarious when I got home. I didn't need to curse, but it was hilarious when I came home. But it's awesome. So it was an awesome gift. And the bag itself it says bag of dicks. We gotta find it. I don't know who has that. I'm just gonna order that vending machine pretty soon for something.
You're going to order the vending machine?
Have one in my building.
Your structure.
Yes. Have this whole thing all just
for whenever you need to hand it to like
yeah.
customers.
Okay, I got a great idea. Okay, I love genius and brilliance all at the same time happens. It's amazing. Okay, which I'll explain that later down the road. What's going on in my life because my life has been a little bit different. Lately.
Buttery.
Yeah, it's different. It's nice with the water.
It is.
It's actually not bad with the water.
No.
So I don't think I want to try it with ice. I think it would ruin it with ice. But I think with water,
it did bring out a butteriness.
Yes,
I'll give it that. But hands down, this
is amazing.
This one neat is That is my favorite whiskey now. Yeah. It was the Garrison Brothers Balmoria, but this has now taken the number 1 spot.
In celebration of everything I've been doing lately, I've been going all to my high ends.
Oh, yeah?
That's all I've been hitting in my house.
All excited?
It was a week long.
Have you hit this one that you're bringing out?
God, I had to. I couldn't resist. It was just, when
just calling your name.
So it was one of those things. So, when T.I. and myself went to a whiskey tasting in Orlando, for the same weekend we bought the bag of dicks. Yep. So we weren't there. Trust me, we were not there for the Olympic marathon.
No.
We were not.
That was a happenstance.
It was weird. Yeah. So, and when you did that podcast interview with that guy, I forgot who it was, Duck and Nen or something like that, they asked you what bottles you're chasing. Now, I didn't even know I was chasing this bottle, but I'm pretty sure in the back of my mind somewhere I was chasing this bottle. And when I saw it, I walked by it. It was in the case.
The case is a magical place.
Magical place. And then, for a bottle I was not sure I was chasing, seemed to start chasing me inside the store. I ran down the bourbon aisle, ran back down, up around to the whiskey aisle, ran down where the beer was, back around, came back, and then I found myself in front of the case again. So the thing was chasing me all over the store. It was horrible. It tackled me. It put me in the scary uncle. It was scary. The whole thing was scary, dude. It was scary, dude. It was horrible. I was on my stomach.
What you're saying is, sir, you got the bootleg.
Is that your prediction? Is that your final answer?
That is my prediction.
Okay, well, we're going to find out in a minute.
The only reason why
We're going to find out in a minute.
That's what I said on the podcast. I was on the hunt.
Could be. Hey, you know what?
On the hunt for it.
But you were chasing that. I wasn't chasing that.
Yeah, but you said something pop in the back of your head.
Right.
I'm just
like I said. I stared at it. I was like, maybe I was chasing you for a while. I don't know. And then it started chasing me, like I said. And then in the middle of chasing, I grabbed this to protect myself, thinking like, I don't need to buy you. I got this. Look. And that didn't work.
Shut in the bottle. Oh,
no,
crap.
like I said, it tackled me, had me on the ground, put me in the scary uncle. I was like, no, let go of me.
Stranger danger.
Stranger danger, no. Oh, what did it do? It did that to me. I'm so sorry. All right, but we can't. I can't even.
I know. I'm just fine. It's fine.
Because this is going to be almost like an epic ending to a show before the 50th.
Yes.
Okay, I'm excited about this. I'm excited for you.
It's going to be good.
Yes,
I'm looking forward to it just because I like mystery whiskey.
Ooh. Actually, we do have a true mystery whiskey. I showed it to you. We have to do a show just with that.
The mystery whiskey?
And bring Steve for that show. The gun.
Oh, no, we need to do that right there. That show needs to be one with like the baseball, the golf club head.
Oh,
the
yes.
gun, the different design whiskey
Yes,
like containers
yes.
that they make for some reason.
Well, you know, Costco has one right now.
Yeah, mine has like two.
They have like the gun one with a Costco right now.
Yeah, okay.
So, but that one, I think it tells you what whiskey it is. Mine does not. It just says a fine American bourbon.
Well, that's what the ones over at Total Wine say. Like the golf or the golf club head.
But
it literally just says
No,
it's American whiskey.
But it doesn't say what brand?
No.
Does it say who makes it?
It's just
Not
there.
like you know, it's not made by
It's
like,
sitting in the G's because it's a golf club head.
Oh, I saw that one. Yeah.
That's all. It doesn't
Yeah,
have. Any,
I've stared
there's
at
no
one.
brand. And then they also have a baseball one that's at the beginning
Yeah,
of the aisle.
I saw that one. Yeah,
because
yeah.
that begins with a B. So
So we
it's
should
in
get
the
both
B.
of those and then do that with the
Yeah.
gun.
Yeah.
And then we've gone through manly things, golf and guns, whiskey.
Yeah, golf guns.
And what's
whiskey,
cool is
baseball.
the gun whiskey has little shot glasses. We only. I know I love our Glencairns.
I do.
But I think for that one show, we use everything that we have to our disposal.
Okay.
And I think we need to plan a show with Steve and maybe get Eben and we do like use the kit you bought me and let's do a blind tasting kit.
We'll have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how we get the blind whiskey to us. Who brings us blind whiskey?
I mean, technically, if we're doing it out of, are we doing it with those like three or like designs, like weird bottle designs? Because I was gonna say those are already mystery whiskeys.
No. That'd be a whole separate show by itself. No. That's something we gotta do a show with the. I mean, it's just how do we make the whiskeys that nobody truly? Somebody has to know something.
So I think Eben is at the greatest disadvantage. He's still learning whiskey. Steve will guess every single one, no matter what we do, because
Steve's a robot. I mean, he
stores
and
things
and
in
he
his
has
brain.
he's he's a warlock.
Yes,
because he walks into some place and like there's some like rare whiskey he
and then
finds.
suddenly
it's
it's at
$15
below.
a bottle.
Yeah, he's like, I got this for $15, and then you look online, it's like 15,000. You're
yeah,
like, what the hell, dude?
How?
He's like, right
I
place,
don't know.
right
I
time.
just walked in there. It was Luther's Liquors.
Thanks, Steve.
All right, finish your whiskey so we can move on.
I know. We're having fun.
All right, water. I can't. No, I can't. I don't want to.
I can't do it. What are you, a T-Rex? I know. All right, 1924. I'll see you later.
But you know, what you're going into next is really going to say, I can say no to. I can say goodbye to 1924. It's okay.
I don't know if I can.
Because you know what? We're going into the 50s, baby. The 50s, man. Things
The
are
50s?
real. Things are real. That's how it was, baby, back in the 50s. Okay? I don't want to hear how things were back in 1920s.
How do you know what was like back in the 50s?
Because
Why are you strumming your microphone stand?
do.
Oh, it's because it's going back to the 50s.
No,
Gotcha.
do like spoken word, 50s, whiskey, yeah.
And you say mine's gone off the rails.
Yeah, well, mine's...
Ay, caramba. All right, what did you happenstance across that's going to blow my mind and change all of the things?
Jack Daniels, Frank Sinatra Select.
Ooh. I dig it. And now we're going to get doxxed and copyrighted.
Oh. Dude, Frank Sinatra's so overrated, but I'm sure there's a freeze. I don't care. Anyway, either way.
So you actually did it.
I did it. Now, there's a couple different ones. I've been doing some research on this, okay? So this is the Select, which is a 90 proof. Okay? There's one that's 100 proof. There's like it's a blue one. This is the other one, okay? So now so this is really cool. I'm open the box. Went to the website. Interesting little story. Has a little booklet in here. We can see all this.
Okay.
So I'm going to read from you the first page of the booklet because it's really the story about Frank Sinatra and Jack Daniels. Okay. So this is really cool. I've been not knowing I was chasing this, but I think I was chasing this.
So this was your bottle.
Yeah. Okay. So $100 normally. We got it on sale for $69.
$115.
And you got it for
$124.
Okay. So at Total Wine was $180. $178.99.
Okay.
$180.
That's not too
Now, I looked at some reviews. Some people knocked it for a while. But it's funny. All the reviews I read about it, they were knocking the price. But when they drank it, they still gave it a high number. Because it's still very good. It's not going to be Jack Daniels that you know.
Of course not.
Okay, so I think you're really going to enjoy this. So when you open the box up, which is cool. I'm going to open the box up for everybody. So that's the box.
Oh, cool. That's actually a really cool bottle. It's like
It's a big
the
bottle.
style
It's
of
a
JD,
1
but
liter bottle. It's a big bottle.
It's a style of JD, but with some flair.
Yeah. If you notice, it's got a little book
Yeah,
there.
there's a little booklet.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Is that like a little like velvet?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Nice. Dang.
I'm gonna pull the book out.
All right, I'm gonna take a look at this bottle right here. Bold, smooth, classic. All right, so that's why you gave me that look because it is a Tennessee whiskey. So
Yes.
I mean it's
Technically, it's not a. It is
it
a
can
bourbon.
be a bourbon,
Okay.
but you know.
So here's the story about and this. Everyone knows this. So if you know your Frank Sinatra and Jack Daniels, he liked it a certain way. It's a very famous way he had how he drank it.
Okay.
So if you know Frank, so I'm going to read the story. The story goes: Frank was at the bar with entertainer Jackie Gleason, which I love Jackie Gleason. Honeymooners, best show ever for its time period. You can watch it today; it's still left. This was during the golden age of cocktails. Conversation and camaraderie. The two were talking late and long, pausing to savor a few words on women. God knows what that meant. It was a night for a serious whiskey, thought Sinatra. And that's when Jackie turned to Frankie and said, "Have you ever tried Jack Daniels?" And for that night forward, it's always been, for the next 50 years in his life, Frank and Jack would be the first champions traveling the world with Frank Sinatra. I mean, with Jack Daniels. Bring it with him everywhere they went.
Nice.
And it was always a stash of his favorite. He always had it in a stash. And it was always 2 fingers in a rocks glass, a couple of ice cubes, and a splash of water.
Huh.
And that was his drink every night. 2 fingers, rocks, and splash of water. That was the Frank Sinatra JD. And that became famous over time. It became like a cult folklore for him. And because that's all he traveled with. He took it wherever he went. So they've made a couple of these different Sinatra bottles. And if you know your whiskey, you know the Frank Sinatras have been out there for a while. They're a little more expensive.
They are.
So
then, what should we be expecting from flavors?
okay, so if you go on the website, it doesn't really give you too much information.
Yeah.
It's like vanillas.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, it says It's by nature, its rich color and deep aroma reveal full character of oak and spice notes, with a distinctive vanilla finish. So, but then I go to my websites. I check my website. So, I found one that had actually 2 opened up. Right, it was kind of weird how I did this too. I had 2 opened up. Okay, here we go. So, but there was one that it kind of hit it, in my opinion. Okay. And it's from the bourbon culture. Okay. So, tasting notes are you're going to get a nose of banana bread, some fruity aromas, and citrus, and some cherry. Okay. And you might get some vanilla and some caramel, some honey, a little toasted wood in there too. It could go either way. Okay, but you're gonna get something like
so
that.
it can be bright or it can kind of be.
No, I'm gonna say spicy. I got the banana bread when I actually saved even that.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, it's a bottle, man.
Yeah, no,
that's a bottle.
Yeah,
swig it. Yeah, no.
Nice little satisfying thump. Yeah, you want me to pour myself?
It's my arm.
I know. That's why I was
So
asking.
I'm doing new therapy, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Laser light therapy.
Freaking laser
They're shooting
beams.
freaking laser beams in my arm now.
The sharks with freaking laser beams.
Honestly, it's like the first time I've had no chronic pain.
That's bananas.
But it's also bananas and the banana bread is there, right?
Yeah, that's bananas.
Right? So it's banana bread.
Shit's
Right,
bananas.
fruity, a little citrusy, right?
Yeah, when you give it a second to
that
open
cherry's
up.
there. If that cherry's behind that banana, 100%.
I smell more cherry than I do anything else, like the citrus. But that is...
Clean my palate. Now, of course, now that we're getting more, Ti and myself, we're getting more into the 100 proof and range higher now. Our palate's changed since show 1 to show 49. So it would have been nice if they had the higher proof one, but when you taste this, the smell is good, right? So far they're dead on. So now for the palate, it should be cherries, bananas, raisins, pecans, maybe some caramel, a little oak there.
Okay.
You ready? Did you clean your palate?
I did.
Did you?
Yeah. A while ago, so I could actually let it settle. Because that, Old Forester was damn tasty.
That's so smooth.
That is good.
That's good.
That is good. So right off the bat, it's kind of like a cherry leading into a banana.
Yeah.
And then there's just like a little bit of vanilla in there. And then the
There's
finish
no
is like, it's a slight pepper. Like, it's super light pepper.
Yeah, there's no heat.
And then it's just kind of like...
Where this had heat that worked its way down, this has zero heat.
Yeah. And then it just fades into like cherry. Mm-hmm. And this kind of hangs out there for
It hangs out there. The flavor doesn't go away fast, but it hangs.
Yeah.
But there's no spice.
Yeah. It's just like it's like a pepper. That's it.
Mm-hmm. And the finish should be like a sweet oak, banana bread, candied nuts. And it's kind of close to that, what this guy did.
Yeah, I could see that. That's probably the spiciness is that oak. That pepperiness is that oakiness.
There's a hint of spice at the end. And the oakiness is there. It's very good. I do like this. Now,
it is
because you decided to bring this out, that 1924 is definitely phenomenal. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. After tasting this, going against that,
this one wins.
Sorry, Frank.
But the cool
this
part
is very good.
The cool part is we touched on rye, bourbons, and Tennessee whiskeys in this episode.
So we did all three.
We haven't done the trifecta.
Ooh. We should run down and play some numbers real quick.
I know. I don't think we've ever done the trifecta.
24,
we always stay kind of like
number,
a lane.
and like 24, 95, 90.
That's not a bad
Right,
idea. Yeah.
right. Maybe we'll throw a 10 for 100.
We could do that.
But it is a good, I'm guessing Frank liked to hang out all night long, right?
Yeah.
So he wasn't looking for the strong whiskey.
No.
He's looking for a flavor, though.
You're looking for the thing that you can marathon with, not sprint.
Right. I mean, this is very tasty.
No, this is
You
fantastic.
guys killed it. It's so good.
No, I liked. We actually didn't we do a JD episode a couple episodes ago?
Yeah,
where
we
we
had-
did the bonded, we did the
Bonded,
triple mash,
yes.
and then we did the regular. So like,
And we've learned to reacquaint ourselves with JD.
I think it's one of the, like, honestly, you can go anywhere you want to when you are, a whiskey person, right? You can become a snob and be like, I only drink the finest, only 110 plus proofs for me.
Right.
Like, you can go that way if you wanted to, but you always have to have an appreciation for the cheap stuff.
Yeah.
And then if this is where the cheap stuff takes you, this is fantastic.
Oh, this is amazing. I mean, this is, and you know what? I mean, look, I'm
Like
from,
when I first put it to the nose, it was banana and cherries.
yes.
And the flavor, it is cherries, banana, and some like
Always
vanillas.
3 or 4 cubes of ice in traditional rock glass, 2 fingers of Jack, then water. So we're going to throw, you know what? I'm doing it Jack's way. Frank's way. I'm going to do it Frank's way, okay?
Okay.
All right, so.
You might want to pour yourself a little bit more though, because if you're doing 3 to 4 rocks and some water, you might want to consider. Yeah, there you go.
That's 2 fingers.
Yeah, that's 2 fingers.
2 fingers.
New York. Oh,
And these are small cubes, so I'm going to do 5.
and just a splash of water. Careful. There you go. Aw. Can't take this guy nowhere.
Blues.
It is good whiskey though.
Frank, you're onto something there, buddy.
Is it good?
Oh, it's delicious. That is delicious. He is right, man.
There you go.
He
Oh,
is.
Wait.
You know, my boy Frank's right, man. You know,
There you
there's a reason why he's a commish.
There's your cap right there.
There you go. That's good. Sorry, spilled a little bit on you. You know, but there's a reason why he's the commish. You know what I mean? Him and Sammy, Don Rickles back in the day, Dean Martin,
Those two.
more. I would do 5, honestly, because the cubes were probably bigger at the bar,
Probably.
and those are small cubes. I would do 5, in my opinion. All right, now a little splash of water.
Bada bing.
There you go. Now give it a nice little.
Yeah, my little swizzle. Carefully though.
There you go. Now do it. Now give it a nice little taste. Like I'm ready for my cigar now.
So this might end up being the cigar drink. Ooh.
It's tasty, right?
So the banana becomes a little bit lighter, allows like the vanillas and stuff to come out a little bit more. That's really pleasant. I like that a lot.
I like this. I love this little bug that came with this thing, man.
But since I think we want to move on so that we can have our cigar and enjoy this very fine Jack Daniels,
Time to go.
the Frank Sinatra way, make sure you check out episode 49. Hopefully you like it. Make sure you go over to our socials. Like and subscribe to everything we're doing. We're on Facebook. We are on TikTok. We are on Instagram. We're on all the things, I think, right? Very exciting episode next week. We are going to be interviewing the Bar Book. You guys, if you watch another whiskey podcast, you've probably seen the name come up. We get our chance to do it, so make sure that you tune in on the, what is that? The 17th,
16th.
19th, 20th. The 20th.
Oh, but we're recording on the 16th.
Yeah, we're recording on the 16th, but you'll see
The
it
day
on
before
the
St. Patty's
20th.
Day.
I know.
Are you making your thing again?
What thing? Corned beef? I don't know, maybe. That's a process. It's like 8 days, 10 days.
Oh, yeah, don't do that. Yeah, you got things going on right now.
Yeah.
You're busy. Come to my
Uh,
house. I'll make you some.
oh, there you go. Make sure you head over to foxcigar.com so that you can check them out. $25 purchase gets you free shipping, and the shipping is stupid fast. You can pick up all the kits made by our boy Rob.
And I'm going to be very clear about something. Padron has these kits they make themselves. I just bought one recently.
Okay.
I talked to Rob about it. It was $99. And Rob said that's the best value of that kit you could possibly get.
So the best bang for your buck.
Yes.
I like it.
So it's like $99. There's one that's like $119, and there's one that's like $89. the $99 one has like these 4 amazing cigars.
Okay.
So
I dig that.
check that one out. Sorry.
No, you're good. And then definitely, I mean, my choice here this evening,
Oh yeah,
the 1924.
I'm gonna say winner chicken dinner, but
if you can grab it, grab it.
But
Don't sleep on this JD either.
if you are a Jack Daniels guy, you're a collector, you're an enthusiast,
And you don't have this bottle yet.
you should get it.
Get the bottle.
And get the other one too, because I want the other one. Now I'm chasing the 100 proof.
Now you're chasing the 1924 or the 100 proof of that.
100 proof of this.
Okay.
You chase
I am not chasing anymore.
1926. It's 102 proof.
Anyways, everybody, enjoy your evening. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one.
Good night.